a couple of playoff contending teams remaining on the schedule. Huge hole. Here goes Dante Dowdell. Dowdell inside the 10, into the end zone. 65-yard sprint for Dante Dowdell.
Watch Joshua Braun right here. He's going to get one block, redirect, and get 2 blocks. Cole's going to love this. Even knocks over Jagger Burton, his center. Get out the way, son. Gets 2 blocks, plowing the road for Dante Dowdell.
Boley hands it off, and a beautiful run by Seth McGowan. Second possession of the game for Kentucky, a muffed punt, limited them to only 1 crack at it in the first quarter. They got trips to the near side. They don't show that very often. And Dowdell once again called on. Blanket for Boley, who, like many young quarterbacks, has been inconsistent. Seth McGowan over the right side and fights.
Oh, right. Eli Stowers, Diego Pavia, Vanderbilt.
And this guy, Seth McGowan. Here's McGowan and an open door to the end zone. Yeah, he insisted it wasn't always a clean look. Boley steps up. He's going to try to run for it. Then he breaks from the pocket to pick up the first down with his legs, and the pile moves all the way past the 40. Opening possession, second half for Kentucky. Seth McGowan.
Yeah, I didn't get anything.
You got to talk with some O-line play if you're going to do that and get that.
Here's McGowan.
Just got to tackle better in space.
Now it's Dante Dowdell, and he nearly broke free. Backfield. Dowdell straight ahead, and he bowls over a Gator at the 5. Ran right through the entire congregation. It'll be first and goal at the 5-yard line.
Boy, Cole wanted to talk some O-line. Watch Shiaz Pete and Joshua Braun.
This should get us geared.
Oh, absolutely. Just slam down the defensive line there, create a huge hole for Dowdell.
Unbalanced. And it's a direct snap. McGowan, he is in.
Look at, there is nobody to the right side of who is actually the tackle, but because of the extra offensive lineman, Shiaz Pete on that side.
Play clock had expired in an overtime Florida win. Dante Dowdell. I think he's putting dudes through tables.
It's not very original.
No. McGowan. This week you may have read about, but they love what Bo Allen has done as well. And room on the left side for Jason Patterson.
Go back out. Cole Kublik hanging out with a former Gator offensive lineman, now a Wildcat, Josh Braun.
Kentucky offensive lineman Joshua Braun, former Florida offensive lineman. It felt like part of this was personal. I saw some of the finish. I saw some of the just after the whistle actions. How much did that play into it tonight?
Yes, sir. I mean, it's always a physical game. It's always a violent game. Sure, emotions were a little high this one because it was personal for me, but honestly, we as an offensive line play to a standard, and we try to live up to that standard every time we play.
Felt like there were some extracurriculars both when you guys were on the field and your defense was on the field. What's the strategy there as far as trying to get the guys amped up, maybe a couple extra conversations?
Yeah, no, I always like to think of it as if I can stay even keeled and they can, that plays in my advantage. And so early in the first half, I like to, set the groundwork so that if we need a first down due to some dumb penalty that they're willing to give us later in the game, I have it in my back pocket. That's kind of how I think.
I love that. I talked to Eric Wolford, your offensive line coach, for the game, and I said, what do you need to see early? He said, we need to lean. We need to lean on these guys. What was your group's mentality coming into this game that you had to accomplish?
Yeah, we knew that if we set the tone early, that they were going to be a front-running team, and that as soon as we punched them in the mouth, they would either rise to the challenge or they wouldn't. And so we knew that we could get them to tap, and I think you saw that in the second half.
Good stuff, Joshua. Thank you.
Thank you.